Are you fed up with your job? Is it simply driving you nuts? Well, as a FIRE movement fan, I like the idea of piling up my assets like stocks and real estate and diversifying your income streams so you can retire early, right? But realistically, that can take a whole lot of time and a whole lot of effort, and for most of us, we won't be able to retire early, let alone retire. But what if there was a much easier way to get out of that job you don't like or that career path that's going nowhere? Well, I think there is, and it's called FU money. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all about FU money, some examples of what it is, and why I think it's better than trying to retire early altogether. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money, a channel dedicated to helping you strengthen your family tree so you can live financially free. If you like what you hear today, please consider giving me the YouTube triple thanks. That's hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and then commenting something nice down below. I got a new shirt. You could say, hey, nice new shirt, dude. Thanks. Okay, what is FU money? FU money is money stashed away in a savings account that allows you to say goodbye to a job that you do not like. By saving enough money, you can cover your expenses for a period of time. It's essentially a bridge that helps you transition from a place of hardship and stress to a place of prosperity and peace. When you have enough money set aside for a period of time of your choosing, you can say FU. And of course, FU stands for forget you job. Why? What did you think it meant? What were you thinking? Anyway, you need to clean that up a little bit there. Let's talk about some FU money examples. I'll share a couple personal ones and then another example that could potentially help you with your situation. My wife and I both used FU money to transition into new careers and new lifestyles. Let's first talk about how I used FU money to transition into entrepreneurship. In 2019, I was a well-paid employee with great benefits, but I really didn't like the work I was doing. I'd been in corporate event marketing for 15 years and I was tired of it. My passion was gone and I wanted something else out of my life. To prepare for my leap out of my corporate career and into a life as an entrepreneur, we saved up $100,000 of FU money in a savings account. This was way more than we needed to cover our family's expenses, but it made me feel all warm and gooey inside and comfortable knowing that my family would be protected if things didn't go as planned. 2 months after I let my employer know that I was leaving my secure job, the pandemic came in and the whole world went sideways. My small business income plummeted. I lost client contracts that were solid. My advertising dollars decreased and my hopes for a prosperous first full year as a business owner were crushed. I was so glad that I had my FU money to help us during this crazy time. Not only did it take care of our family's expenses for a few months while my business right-sized, but it allowed me to not panic and jump back into my old career that I didn't like. Fast forward to today, I'm a 6-figure business owner working 20 hours per week, making goofy videos on the internet, and I love what I do for a living. This would not have been possible without my FU money. Now let's talk about how FU money helped my wife transition into a new career path as well. After years of doing the stay-at-home mom thing, my wife Nicole was ready to go back to work. Checking emails at a desk and drinking coffee sounded like heaven compared to having no time to yourself at home with toddlers. You know what I'm talking about, you stay-at-home moms out there. She started working in advertising as an office manager and found the work to be enjoyable and not too overwhelming. When the pandemic hit, everything seemed to change quickly. Her relaxing and manageable job became stressful and demanding. She transitioned to another company in hopes that it would be different, but it was just more of the same. Nicole knew that this industry was not for her anymore, and she wanted to change career paths altogether. For a long time, Nicole wanted to transition into a job where she could use her hands, get out of the email grind, and truly help people. She had her heart set on becoming an esthetician. That's when our FU money came in handy. Since we still had well over $30,000 of FU money left, we decided that we could use this money to help cover our expenses while Nicole went back to school for 6 months. Nicole now is 1 month away from graduating as a licensed esthetician and is thrilled about her new career adventure. Now, those were a couple personal examples. Now I'm going to share an example of a hypothetical situation that I've kind of come across over the years. I've been coaching couples and interviewing couples where they've used FU money to better their lives. Let's discuss a couple, we'll call them Chad and Catherine, who wanted to transition from a 2-income household to a single-income household. Catherine wanted to become a stay-at-home mom and raise her 2 small kids before they were off to school full-time. They decided that using FU money would allow them to have a bridge out of Catherine's corporate 9-to-5 job. The couple was used to living on $10K per month to live their comfortable lives. Without Catherine's income, they would only have $6,000 per month. Jumping directly from a monthly budget of $10,000 per month to $6,000 per month would have been really difficult for them. So instead of that, they decided together to use an FU money bridge that would allow them to slowly but surely get used to living on less. By saving up $18,000 in an FU money fund, they were able to utilize the funds as a bridge to become a single-income family. Each month, they would find ways to decrease their spending by $500. In the beginning, it was easier because they found immediate savings by eliminating daycare costs. Those are super costly. With less commuting to work, they were able to save on gas. And they found ways to save on their insurance by going with higher deductibles. And as the months rolled on, they got more thrifty with their grocery shopping and their shopping overall, and overall just paid more attention to where their money was going. Over the course of 8 months, they were ready to live on the $6,000 per month. But during their time of transition, that FU money helped ease them into their new lives. And Chad was able to increase his income over time as well. In the end, Chad and Catherine were able to transition to a single income family successfully. It was tough and required some trial and error between the two of them, but the plan worked. Now, after hearing these 3 stories, you might be wondering, well, how much FU money do I need? Well, the answer to that question is truly personal, my friends. It needs to be personalized based on how much your expenses are each month and your end goal. This FU money isn't going to allow you to quit your job or stop working forever, but it could give you a much needed break or the time you need to transition to a better life. So let's see how much time we can buy for you. Number 1, calculate your monthly expenses. First things first, you need to understand how much you're spending, saving, giving, and investing each month. Find out your monthly baseline number of comfortable spending. For our family, that's around $6,000 per month right now. We don't have a mortgage though, and we hit coast fire, so we're not contributing much to our retirement anymore, so take that number with a grain of salt. If you don't know how much you need to live a comfortable life today, that's where you need to start. I'd suggest downloading one of our top recommended budget apps for families. They are typically free or pretty cheap, and they'll help you get a better look at your financial situation. I'll put that link in the description. Number 2, construct your family why. After understanding your monthly expenses, it's time to sit down with your partner and get clear on your current family financial why. What is the reason you're going on this financial adventure? Why are you getting laser focused on your finances right now? A few reasons to consider for building up FU money would be to take a much needed unpaid sabbatical, to transition from one industry to another and go back to school like my wife did, or leave a stressful higher paying job for a lower paying, less stressful job, or ease into a life as a small business owner like I have, or make time to raise a new child. These are important moments. With that family why nailed down, you'll be ready to build up that FU money. And when you're thinking of quitting, you can always turn back to this family why as a reminder of why you're doing what you're doing. Number 3, determine how long you'll need this FU money. Let's say your family why is to leave your job, go back to school, and start work in a new industry. The courses and classes will take you 1 year to complete if you go full time. During that 1 year period of time, your take-home pay would have been $50,000. That's a lot of money. Instead of piling up money to retire early, you decide to grow your FU money so you can change industries and find more joy in your work today. By saving around $2,000 per month for 2 years, you'll have enough to cover your income for a full year. Tuition, books, and materials, that's another cost you'll need to think about as well. You could consider a 529 plan if you have extra funds in it for your kids. Either way, good old-fashioned savings can make your dreams of saying F you to a job you don't like a reality. Honestly, I love the FIRE movement, but retiring early through stock market investing, real estate investing, and small business ownership is difficult for most people in our country. I'll continue to support people on this channel as they grow their knowledge and assets in those areas. Having simpler tools to access your version of family financial independence is important as well. And that's what FU money is to me. FU money allows someone to break free from the mindset that the only way I can get out of this toxic job is to retire early. And you don't need to retire early, my friends. All you need is some cash that gives you a bridge out of something toxic to something better. So if you're feeling frustrated with your job or direction in life in general, give FU money a try. Well, enough from me, everyone. I want to hear from you. What do you think of FU money and this concept of just pooling money together to get out of a life you don't like? Or are you on a FIRE movement path and maybe you're getting frustrated with it because it's so difficult? I want to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments below. This is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money signing off. Carpe diem.